Any second now.
Plenty of time to get my point out.
Information. All right, certain things have come to light, and
Buffalo girls, won't you come out tonight? Come out tonight. Come out tonight.
instead of running around blaming me,
You're angry.
No, I don't get angry.
Well, you're upset.
I don't get upset.
Well, then let's have a little talk.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to Steelers Sanctuary Podcast. I'm your host, Dave Romero from SteelersSanctuary.com. I've got Trent and Bob with me. Mr. Korb is playing Mickey Mouse down at Disney with his family, so he won't be here for about a week or so. We'll try to trudge on without him. Guys, how's it going?
Going
Wonderful.
good. Going good. It's Friday.
It's Buffalo
It's
week.
Friday. Buffalo week. Steelers back in the division lead. Fourth seed in the playoffs again.
Wait,
Things work out better when they don't play, right?
I was going to say, is this the new formula for the team? Just don't show up and do anything, and the division gets handed to you.
Well, that was a rough one yesterday for the Ravens. They did not look good at all. I don't know if Lamar's hurt. What they had 5 turnovers last night and losing to the Bengals.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow's back, so Jesus, this division's up for grabs. I don't think you can discount the Bengals in this division the way
Well,
everyone's
not
playing.
now. If everybody keeps losing, they're going to sneak their way right back into contention. I actually put a tweet out there. I said Lamar does not look like he can. He looks immobile right now.
Yeah, something's not right.
Yeah, he was not 100% at all.
I've been saying it since that Detroit game that he is not 100% because Hutchinson kept catching him from behind. He either is, like Mike Florio said, playing for a contract and protecting himself, or he's lost a step. And bottom line is, if he doesn't have the run, he's not good enough to be a passer.
He's going to struggle if he can't. And we knew this day would come. Maybe it's not here yet, but it looks like it. That if he loses athleticism, he's not going to be the same quarterback. I mean, he relies a lot.
Oh, yeah. And the defenses adjust to that athleticism a lot, too. So if they don't have to adjust to his athleticism and they make him a pure pocket passer, that gets real dangerous for him and the Ravens.
For sure. This division's wide open. I tweeted that today. It's anybody's division. We've talked about it in weeks prior. This is going to come down to Steelers versus Ravens, these 2 games, and how if one team can get the upper hand and sweep, they're going to win the division. If they split, we'll see what happens. Maybe the Bengals sneak up. But it's going to be interesting the last few weeks.
Well, even if they split, remember, we actually own the tiebreaker on the Bengals. I mean, if they go sweeping through the division, but head-to-head, they beat us by 2 points. We beat them by 22 points. So if it comes down to it, point differential will make a huge difference.
Sure.
For sure. I just wanted to address one thing before we get too far into the podcast. I got accused yesterday, and we've gotten accused as a podcast of being a little bit too negative. And we can be at times. But I don't want to speak for you guys.
No.
I know, right? But I have an expectation for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I didn't create the Browns sanctuary or, the Jets sanctuary. This is Steelers sanctuary. I expect them to be a Super Bowl contender, or at least a serious playoff contender year in and year out. And we really haven't been that since 2017, 2018.
I would argue since 2013.
Okay. That's a possibility too. So I don't know what people are expecting to hear, but I'm going to call out when I see things that I don't think are right. And there's a lot to call out with the Steelers. But I'm also going to try to be positive when they do well too. If you're looking for sunshines and rainbows from beginning to end, this is not your podcast. We're going to call it as we see it. We're going to tell you what's wrong with the team. There's no fucking head coaches here or NFL coaches, but you can use your eyes and see what's wrong with this team. It doesn't take a fucking 10-year coaching stint to see what's wrong with the Pittsburgh Steelers right now. And if it comes across negative, I'm sorry. If this was Steelers Sanctuary in the 1970s, you would get your rainbows and sunshine. But it's not. We're 2025. We haven't won a playoff game in almost 10 years. So this is what you get. And if anybody's telling you different, they're lying to you. If anybody's trying to paint a rosy picture on this, I'm sorry. They're bullshitting you.
Well, I'm painting a rosier picture than the last couple of years because of
Aaron
Uncle
Rodgers.
Aaron.
Yeah, I got
But I know I do want to be realistic. Although at this point, with the way the NFL is right now, are we really not Super Bowl contenders? I mean, outside of the Giants and the Browns, isn't kind of everybody who still isn't? I mean, they got teams at 3-8 in the hunt. Technically, the Browns hunt today.
I mean, I take your point that this is wide open, but at the end of the day, no, I don't think there's any way this team's a Super Bowl contender. They might squeak out a playoff win with Aaron, maybe. I tend to doubt it, but
Look,
I don't know what you guys think.
if we get the division in the first game at home, you know,
I guess it's
crazier
possible.
things can fucking
Yes.
happen. I mean, if
You know-
you ask, I'm not afraid of going to Denver. I'm not afraid of going to Indy. I mean, I'm really not afraid of going to Foxborough.
I don't know.
You know, here's the other thing too. I think, like, for us, like, we do this for fun. We're not getting paid to do what we're doing right now, and so
But
I
we'd
think
like-
I would love to. Yes, if you guys could get us help bring the money in, we won't turn it down.
Yeah, there's no turn it down.
But I think the other side of that too is, like, as a fan, if you only look for rainbows and sunshine, you're about to let yourself down pretty hard, because it's not always going to go that way. And, like, you should be looking as a fan as, how can we win this year? But not only that, what do we plan for in the future? Because you have to find out where the team sucks to figure out where you need to get better.
Yeah.
Like, as a fan, you look into the draft, every one of our fans, you know, this fucking fan base is going to go absolutely batshit crazy for a draft in Pittsburgh, right? I mean, they're going to deep dive into every dude into the 7th round, and everyone's going to have an opinion about all of them. Well, you got to know where the team sucks, and you have to call it out before you deep dive into the 7th round guys to know which positions you have to replace. So, like, we can't just say Aaron Rodgers is playing the best football of his life when all of the statistics are saying that he's not. You have to call a spade sometimes.
Look, I was just going to say real quick, you know, looking at this team and where it is and bringing up the draft, a significant portion of the fan base thinks we're going to draft a quarterback. I got news for you, folks. We've broken it down many times, and we will break it down a bunch in the offseason. There are 2, maybe 3 first-round quarterbacks who will be in the draft, and none of them are going to fall to where we're going to pick. Unless, of course, we start Will Howard immediately and lose the rest of our games.
Which wouldn't be so bad either. KR has a question here about, can you give a brief origin story about the name Steel Sanctuary? I wish I had a great story behind this. I kind of pulled that name out of my ass about 8 years ago when I started my blog. It's not much of a deep meaning to it. It's just sounded catchy to me, so I went with it.
Let's be honest. It was the first time the black cloud rained down on Dave's parade. And then he found out that through the black cloud, he needed A+ draft pick Will Howard. And that was his sanctuary.
And safe space, welcome to the podcast. This is not that.
Yeah, no. Let's do a little bit of Josina Anderson's report from earlier in the week. I know it's been a couple of days, but I wanted to kind of get your opinion on it. Let me read the exact quote. Meanwhile, there's a longtime NFL head coach out there who is considering wanting a change of scenery and has told others these thoughts. If he acts on those lingering feelings, his departure would clearly add to the list of vacancies. A lot of people are inferring that he's speaking about Mike Tomlin. We know Josina Anderson's history with her stuff. She hasn't been the most accurate reporter. She's no Adam Schefter. Let's just leave it at that. We can be hopeful that she's onto something and it's Mike Tomlin. But I don't know. If Mike Tomlin was considering this, I don't think he'd tell anybody.
Could it
Or
be
if he
Dan
did tell-
Campbell?
You think it's Dan Campbell? Is that what he said?
It could be.
after this season, maybe. I don't know. If she's right, it's probably not Tomlin, I'm going to assume. And that's assuming that she's right, which is a big leap as well. I mean, Harbaugh, maybe. We were just talking about that before we jumped on. When you look at long tenured coaches, I don't think of anybody else that could be unhappy. Unless she's talking about, what's his name from Kansas City, maybe retiring. He's been around a long time, but.
Well, it said change of scenery, so you would think.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So
you would think that means. I mean, I guess retirement could be a change of scenery to some people, but to me, I would think that they mean they're leaving. But Corbin and I kind of covered this. So, Bob, if you want to give your thoughts first, I'll let you.
Yeah, I was going to say this all floated the other day too, with somebody will give up a first-round draft pick and all this other stuff for a trade. I reiterate, I do not think so. I think Mike Tomlin's market has cooled significantly with the damage that has been done the end of last year and this year. Now, if he rights the ship and they win a few games down the stretch, they win the division, he could still be a commodity. But if they go from a 4-1 to a 1-5 lead, and they lose this division and go 9-8, 8-9, 7-10, I like the way these numbers are going, 6-11. I don't think people are going to be clamoring for him. Now he goes 10-7, gets blown out in the first round of the playoffs. Some dumb team will do it, and let's hope so. For a first round pick here in Pittsburgh, maybe then we could package up and go into the top 5.
I disagree with you, but we can argue all day whether he's worth a first round pick or not. I just don't think the Steelers will do it. Cora brought it up in the last podcast. I can see Art Rooney just saying, "All right, we'll just let you go. Thanks for your service. Go find your team and do that route," which would drive me absolutely fucking bananas. But if and when Tomlin does leave, it's probably going to be of his own doing, and he might. He'll work something out with the Rooneys, but I don't know if the Rooney. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say the comment here in chat. Friend of the program, Nick Farabaugh, said Justina's reporters are courting John Harbaugh. Very well could be. The Ravens don't like their coach either.
Yeah, and honestly, like we talked about this a little bit between me and Corb. Lamar did not look good last night. And we talked about maybe he's starting to break down a little bit. Could that be a reason why Harbaugh might want out? Because it could be. Because you lose Lamar, that whole team has to be. I mean, it's a wholesale change. Like the whole organization has to be changed because they built that offense around him. They drafted their pieces on offense for him. That's a wholesale change. And does Harbaugh want to go through that with the tenure he's got in this league? So I don't know.
I'm confused by this one. Are you saying Dak's got sugar in his tank? Because I'd be inclined to agree with you.
Tell me this dude. I don't know what he's talking about. Is he talking about Lamar?
I don't know.
It seems we were talking about this.
Feel free to clarify that. Yes, feel free to clarify that in the chat because you got all three of us pretty well stumped on that one.
Yeah. Lamar seems hurt to us. We were talking about this in prep. Something is not right now with Lamar. He doesn't look right at all. Oh boy.
Yeah, I don't think we'll put that one up on the screen.
No. Come on, man.
We don't necessarily disagree.
Wait, now what? Let's move on.
We need to at least stay on YouTube if you don't mind. We can't put that one up, but we appreciate the clarification.
Well, to our good friend Pun here, I've been pointing this out since the Lions game before he got hurt. He looked slow. Aiden Hutchinson was consistently catching him from behind. Either he's hesitant, maybe Mike Florio is right that he's playing for a contract and he's protecting himself. I don't know. But bottom line is if Lamar can't take off for 20 yards when it's not covered, I don't think he's skillful enough to stand in the pocket and beat anybody. Not with the current receiving core in Baltimore, anyway.
He's only 28, but he has taken a lot of shots. I mean, the running quarterbacks, this is the downside to running quarterbacks. They take a lot of hits. They take a lot of abuse, and they don't hold up as well as some
and
of the
he's
other guys.
slender. He's slender, too. He's not like he's a big guy. He's not Josh Allen taking hits. He's or even, Cam, he broke down after what? 9 years
Yeah.
in
And he was a
Carolina,
big dude. Cam Newton
and
was a
that's
big dude.
250 pounds.
Yeah.
So it's not a good recipe for success.
Yeah. Richard says he's got reports of knee, ankle, foot issues. It looks like it to me. He doesn't look
glutes.
like
He did not look good.
he does not look like the same quarterback to me. All right, let's do the injury report. Steelers are pretty clean, except for those two original players that were announced out earlier this week, Broderick Jones and Derek Harmon. And the Buffalo Bills are in deep shit. Both of their left tackles are out. Both their tackles, not both their left tackles. Both their tackles. Linebacker, what do I have it here? Let me look it up real quick. Linebacker Terrell Bernard and wide receiver Curtis Samuel are out to go along with Deion Dawkins and Spencer Brown. So they're pretty beat up.
They are beat up.
Dalton Kincaid might play though.
Yes, I did hear that. It's a little concerning.
I didn't hear that.
He's questionable on my
Oh, good God.
because he's on my fantasy team, so he's questionable.
Yeah, and the Buffalo beat reporter said this afternoon he put it 60-40 he would play.
I don't know what's more concerning to you guys if you're an independent guy. Is it Broderick Jones being out and Andres Pete being the starting left tackle for the Pittsburgh Steelers, or the two Buffalo tackles out? I think they might cancel each other out at the end of this game.
Yeah. Andres Pete might do his best to give up as many sacks as both those backup left tackles. Or now you got me saying left tackles. Both those tackles combined.
Mm-hmm.
What side does Bosa play on? Do they move him around? Or is he strictly...
A little bit. Yeah, he will go both sides. I think Gregory Rousseau is a little bit like T.J. Watt. He prefers to stay on that same side as the right tackle. So Joey's been coming off the left in the games I've seen. So,
he's gonna
but
get
they can move.
Oof.
I mean,
Scary.
theoretically, that should be big advantage us, and certainly Buffalo did not look good blocking the Texans last week. And
No, they did not. Yep.
Herbig and TJ, I'm very worried they're going to play Highsmith a lot in this game. I'm also very worried we're going to see a heavy dose of Malik Harrison. I mean, yes, James Cook is awesome. I get it, but I just have a feeling if Kincaid does play, and even if he doesn't, Allen loves to throw to his tight ends. So if you get a situation where even Dawson Knox, and it's Malik Harrison on Dawson Knox, they're going to go up and down the field on us. We have got to get home in this game. We have got to get home.
Then you worry about the quick passing game.
That's what I'm worried about.
Beating a pass rush like they always do, and it's a scary game for me. I circled this one on the calendar a long time. I just don't like the matchup. I know the Buffalo Bills are old, but that quarterback, that running back,
yeah,
James Cook is
but their
unbelievable.
wide receivers are trash. If Kincaid plays, they're pretty good. He's pretty good.
They got two pretty good tight ends, right? Kincaid and
Dawson Knox.
Dawson Knox is pretty good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Khalil Shakir is not a guy we should be afraid of going man against.
No, they definitely don't have a number one.
Yeah.
What do you think, Trent? Is it somebody?
I'm not a big fan of Brandon Eccles when I'm on with Khalil Shakir, because Shakir is kind of cut from he's not as good. Don't take this the wrong way. He's cut from the same cloth as Ladd McConkey. That quick, shifty, doesn't have the top end speed, but man, that kid can get in and out of breaks quickly. He can get open quickly, and quick game is probably where they're going to want to go with missing both tackles in this game. And he's the guy who is going to win and win early. And that's the thing. I'll be honest, I could see Khalil Shakir having a monster game. Because we're going to key on Cook.
As we should.
Honestly, I would have Pierre follow him.
I don't know if Pierre's a great matchup for him either, to be honest.
I don't like any of the matchups. I don't like Joey Porter on him. Although Porter has done well on Flowers in the past. You know, Flowers doesn't play out of the slot the same way that Shakir does, but another quick, shifty guy who's got better top end speed than the others. But
I think you got to play physical against these receivers because
I would too.
Pierre's not a big guy. if you get beat, you get beat. So what? Get up on the line and beat the shit out of them.
Yeah.
And now they just signed Brandon Cooks for whatever that's worth. I mean, he's only been there a couple of days and he's not having exactly a great season, but he's a top end, not a top end. He's a
Take the top off.
Take the top off the defense. Thank you. That's what I was trying to say. Type of wide receiver. He's still got that speed. They got Keon Coleman, who they haven't played in a couple of weeks, right? They benched him for 2 weeks for some.
I don't think he's playing this week either.
Really?
He's not been very good.
No, he hasn't been very good. I think they expected a lot more out of him.
He was great against Baltimore in that first game, but then really has not.
Something was going on there
since.
because he was benched for disciplinary reasons. So it's something.
He's only got 330 yards receiving on the season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not encouraging.
I think Shower is having some wishful thinking here. This game will not make or break.
No, I don't think so either. You'd like to think so, but no.
He's already broken with the fan base. I mean, let's be honest.
Vaughn makes a good point. I mean, will we see Asante Samuel in this game? That might be a good matchup for Shakur. But again, Samuel hasn't played since last.
He's not played. And who was the beat writer that said that they're not exactly? Oh no, that was the MVS one. Never mind, that wasn't Asante Samuel.
Well, the thing was, go ahead.
MVS. They were saying they're not exactly like in a hurry to even get him on the hat.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll activate Samuel until someone tries to sign him, because then they do have the right to activate him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which you would think you would activate him for this game, but I guess if Joey can go.
Yeah, with Joey being banged up, I mean, we know he's playing, but he's banged up. You're right. You think he would be in the, I don't know. It's another one of those curious Steelers moves.
Darius Slay.
I'm not overly worried about Josh Allen quick passing game. Watching Buffalo, they don't really have that in their bag. He seems to hold the ball a little longer. He can do it, but I don't. This receiving core is not things he's had in the year past where they could raise up. That's why I would play physical at the line. So you can't raise up and play the quick game.
Well, let's face it. It starts and ends with controlling James Cook. I mean, they're the number one rushing team in the league in yards per game. He's one of the best backs in the league. They got to stop him before we worry about anything else. Because if they're running up and down and doing play action on us, it's going to be over quick.
Yeah,
and Harmon being out is a big part of that. Yeah,
but the man is going to start.
Yes, Yay Black will be starting.
Why Yay Black? I'm looking for belly sellies all over the place in this game.
They're gonna need them. They're gonna need them.
Look, they should just pull a longest yard clothesline Cook at the beginning of the game. We'll give up 15 yards. He's out for the game. We win.
That's strategy, Bob.
James Cook
don't think the 70s Steelers wouldn't have done it.
No, they definitely would have done it. I think YA Black will be fine. He's been playing pretty well.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see how many reps they give him, how many snaps. He's not played a ton of snaps yet this year, so I don't know if he's going to pull the same workload that we saw out of Derek Harmon. You might just see a lot more of Cam Hayward and Keona Benton.
Yeah, I can see a lot of snaps for Cam Hayward in this game. I see a lot of snaps, man.
Mm-hmm.
And going forward till Harmon's back.
Yeah, he's probably going to be at that 88% mark again.
Yeah.
Of snaps.
They're going to run him into the ground before we even sniff a playoff game.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think a lot of people are going to be wishing by the end of this game, the Broderick Jones slander will definitely cease after this game.
Well, yeah. Listen, when you're comparing him to Andres Pete, yeah, absolutely. Give me Broderick Jones all day, every day. I mean, I might even take the former left tackle back over Andres Pete, man. This is going to be. What happened to Will Anderson? I thought Will Anderson was the backup
Calvin.
tackle. I mean,
Calvin.
Yeah, sorry, Calvin. I'm not having a good day today.
Calvin
Anderson.
They wanted
He's supposed to
beat him out.
Well, apparently he did. We'll see how that goes.
In pun, I advise you to go back and watch last week's War Room. Trent did a great job of breaking down Derek Carman is very effective. You're just not seeing it on the stat sheet.
He is. He was playing really well before he got injured in this game too. I thought he was having a nice game.
Did you guys cover the Patrick Queen comments about schematics after the game on Monday? I know we didn't get a chance to. I think that's kind of interesting. Is that cracks finally starting to come in Mike Tomlin's that we talked about? We thought it would be Ramsey. That would
he and Eccles both had kind of made some comments.
Patrick Queen's one of those guys too that we didn't think of. That's not afraid to speak his mind. Not afraid to,
He's also young enough to get another contract, so he's got to start speaking up a little bit if he wants to actually get one from somebody.
Yeah, it's damning. The more we hear these things, and I think it's just going to keep coming.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know how you can't be frustrated as honestly either side of the ball, because some of the schematics that they're running is just absolutely stupid. I mean, we had Corbin and I talked about this on the Tuesday show. On the goal line, you're on the 2-yard line, and you have 2 down linemen, and then you had TJ and Herbig clear outside the end line guys. I'm like, you're
playing a third down
begging them to run straight up the middle at you. And I mean, it was untouched for a touchdown from the 2-yard line. Come on. Like,
that's how easy it is to outsmart the Steelers defense. You go in 11 personnel on the goal line. Mike Tomlin trots out his, nickel defense for that. And then you run the ball up. You only need 2-3 yards.
Yeah. And they're in 12 personnel.
Yeah.
You're in nickel and you're in 12 personnel. Like, what the hell are you doing?
It's frustrating. It's very frustrating.
I don't know if you guys picked up on this. We were running a 4-3 for a lot of that game. We had all 3 middle linebackers on the field together.
Yeah, he's done that before too, right?
And that's why Malik Harrison's trying to cover goddamn fucking DJ Moore up the seam. I'm like, what are we doing? It's nuts. It's nuts.
Trying to be positive, but it is so much. There's so much to point to. It's
okay. Here we can be positive. It's a positive that the rest I've been writing about this and screaming about this for 4 years now about how bad the coaching staff is. Everybody's catching up, and I know you guys feel the same way too. The national media has finally caught up. The excuses are falling by the wayside. He doesn't get to pick. Well, maybe he does get to pick, but he can hang his hat on his defense. Well, they spend more money on defense than everybody else, and the defense sucks. The cracks are showing. That's what to be positive about is now, like I said on the Cold Hard Truth on Monday, though, it doesn't fucking matter because the problem in Pittsburgh is not Mike Tomlin. It's Art Rooney. If he doesn't care, Tomlin can do whatever the fuck he wants to do.
Yeah, you can make that argument for sure that he's the owner. He's ultimately responsible for this. And his reluctance to make any kind of moves, it just shows. We get the same thing year after year after year. And Rooney that's why I argue with you, Bob, about this is what a lot of the owners want, is a Mike Tomlin type situation. They want to stay out of the negative publicity. They want fans in the seats. And they want to, if you have a winning record, that's a baseline, so they can't criticize you too much. And a lot of owners would give a lot for that because this team's like the Saints and the Jets and the Browns that never sniff what the Steelers have now and would be elated just to get the press and everything off their back to get to 9-8 and not have to deal with that shit. I'm telling it's true.
It sounds good in theory till you get – think about how bad the Bengals were before Marvin Lewis. Little nice little run with Sam Weiss, then terrible. Marvin Lewis starts getting into the playoffs almost every year. Pretty respectable. Has a couple losing seasons mixed in. After all, they are the Bengals. And all of a sudden, 6-7 years in, people look around and go, man, you're 0-6, 0-7 in the playoffs. You've got to go. Mike Tomlin is Marty Schottenheimer with a ring. I saw that put out on X this week. I said that 3 years ago.
Yeah,
so thank you for quoting me. I wish you had given me the credit.
It's true. It's true. He's Marty Schottenheimer, but Marty Schottenheimer won playoff games. Right? I don't even think he had a drought this long without playoff wins.
He lost a lot of playoff games.
Yeah, but let's be honest, nobody misses or loses so many playoff games and then keeps their job.
Yeah. No, it's
like this is unprecedented how long he's
really
been
is.
here and
It's
how
the
long
longest
it's been since we've had any fucking success in the playoff at all. It's not even like he's losing. We're getting blown out year after year in every playoff.
And
It's
somebody
crazy.
brought up the names earlier, and I wish I could remember the teams they beat, the quarterbacks they beat.
Oh, I know them off the top of my head. Matt
Go
Moore,
ahead.
Alex Wright, and the backup, AJ McCarron.
Yeah. Those are his 3 playoff wins in the last. Yeah, it's this is bad.
He's never beaten a top tier quarterback, even in the games he won in the playoffs. He's never beaten a top tier quarterback. He lost to Aaron. You could make the argument Kurt Warner
I was just going to say that. At the time,
but
he was
that was it. That was the end of his career right there.
yeah. But he was playing at a high level.
He was still, they were still kind of.
That's the one. You're right, though. It isn't many.
Yeah.
That's just. Well, he beat Peyton Manning in a playoff game too, right? That Colts game.
No.
Was that?
No, that was Cowher.
Oh, that's right.
That was Cowher.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. They beat. I guess you could consider Flacco, but it was early in Flacco's career.
Mm.
Even in Flacco's prime, I wouldn't consider him elite quarterback.
No.
Although
I'd say he's playing better now than he played back then.
Yeah. May have had the greatest playoff run though in NFL history. I mean, that year they won the Super Bowl, he was lights out.
Yeah, he was. All right, let's flip it back to the where were we? We're playing defense. Let's do Steelers offense. Again, Buffalo's run defense is 30th in the league. Run the goddamn ball, please. For the love of God, run the ball. Keep the ball away from Josh Allen. Run at the Bills' weakness, please.
Kenneth Gainwell is warming up in the bullpen.
I was just about to see. Can we get 20 carries from whatchamacallit this game? No? Jaylen Warren, please?
No.
Look, if they run the ball 40 times, I don't give a fuck who runs it.
Yeah. It would be nice if Jaylen Warren had 20 carries, right? Once in this season. This is the defense to do it against.
Yeah.
I was so tired of talking about Jaylen fucking Warren and Kenneth Gainwell and the snap counts and the load management between of Jaylen Warren. Like, I'm exhausted about this whole thing.
I hear you.
You paid the guy to be your lead back. And he's not your lead back. He just starts. He doesn't play on third down, which is his strength.
Right.
He does, like, I don't understand what the fuck this coaching staff does with him. I really don't. He's the most productive guy on the entire offense. And you're not utilizing him like it. It's crazy. This is the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. I swear. I literally am exhausted talking about it because it's every week, and it's 3 podcasts a week that we end up talking about this goddamn Kenneth Gainwell and like Jaylen Warren scenario.
Is it the fumbles? Why doesn't Tomlin trust?
He hasn't fumbled this year though.
He hasn't fumbled once.
I'm grasping at stuff because when you look at what happens on the field, there's absolutely no doubt who the best running back on this team is. The best offensive weapon, period. He's the most dynamic guy with the ball in his hands. The only dynamic guy with the ball in his hands on the team, and you don't use him.
He has a
enough.
35-yard play 2 weeks ago, and they took him out of the game for 2 series. What the fuck are we doing?
Is that Arthur Smith? Because he's known to kind of rotate backs, and we know what he did in Atlanta.
I'm so dumbfounded by the whole thing. I mean, like, there's been games where you look at the box scores and you have Jaylen Warren averaging like 5.7 yards a carry and can't touch the ball for like an entire quarter and a half. And I'm like, what are we doing? Chicago was missing all 3 inside linebackers last week. All 3. Gainwell still outsnaps him. I'm like, if there's any game where this is going to be his workload week, that was the game, and he still couldn't get it. I can't. It's driving me nuts.
This is the game. Buffalo, like I looked it up, they're number 1 in passing yards allowed and 30th in rushing yards allowed. This is the game. You got to use him. You have to use him. 20 carries minimum.
Shower asking, why did we draft Caleb Johnson? We made the massive fucking mistake of going anybody faster than Najee Harris has got to be fast. I
don't know why they.
He really hasn't been that bad when he's carried the ball. I mean, his very few attempts, he's been okay. Kickoff return, meh.
He's the biggest back we have, too.
Oh, yeah.
So if you want to ground and pound, that's the guy you want to use. I mean, Gainwell's been good. I mean, I was wrong. Gainwell's been pretty good. He's been a lot better than I ever thought he would be. But Jaylen Warren's the guy.
Yeah.
I say we punt.
We should punt. Well, I don't know. After last week's fucking effort, he can't put the ball 40 yards downfield at this point. God. Jesus Christ.
My man
Preston another shit show.
As far as the pass game, obviously Aaron Rodgers is back. Will he hold the ball? This is not a great pass defense for the – I mean, it is a good pass defense for the Bills. So I don't know if they go ultra conservative with his wrist being hurt. I don't know if that's going to make them want – I bet, if I had to bet, they're going to call a very conservative game. They're going to tell him to get rid of the ball as quickly as possible. He might set a world record for a time to throw this week.
1.9 seconds to a check down.
Yeah.
I also think that if you are going to throw on first down. Throw on first down. You get a play action, throw on first down, get it to 2nd and 5, 3rd and 1, 1st and 10. I mean, they can run, pass, just pass on first down, run, pass on first down, run, pass on first down, run. That can work. Because they can't just pin their ears back on first down and come after him. You put him back there 3rd and 5, and he's going to get killed.
Vaughn makes a comment. This is right. T-Mex has such deficiency. Steelers should feast. It doesn't happen. It is a story as old as time. He's absolutely right. It happens so often. I don't know how many times we heard, this team's offensive line interior is all beat up or young, and Cam Hayward and the young guy should dominate, and they don't. It's just I'm a broken record. It comes back to coaching.
The coaches try to outthink themselves. So, they had 3 linebackers who were all backups in last week. Bob and I do the war room. The whole damn war room was about run the ball heavy in the first half, draw those linebackers in, and hit the play action behind the linebackers. Hit it in crossing routes. Hit it, whatever.
Uh-huh.
And they did none of it. We go 1 run for 9 yards, and then let Mason Rudolph throw a ball underthrown to DK Metcalf to a 6'4" corner. That was not the time to take the shot. You don't have to be aggressive. You're away. You're not at home. You had a 9-yard run. Keep running until they stop you. It's insanity what we decided to do. And then they're like, oh, we're going to run every fucking player who's lined up, who's not on the line, in motion. Why did every single person on the field have to go in motion? Well, it's going to cause communication problems between the linebackers. I think the only people confused was the fucking offensive line and the players, because we didn't run shit right anyway. Hell, Aaron Rodgers is on the sideline talking about the formation being wrong. The only people confused was us.
Yeah, they confused themselves, not the Bears.
What the hell are we doing?
You know what I wouldn't be surprised to see, and I'm dead serious about this because they've done it a couple of times. I would not be shocked to see Gainwell and Warren in the Wildcat, with Gainwell taking a snap and RPO and Buffalo to death. They have trouble with the run. Go heavy, Wildcat it up, and just see what happens. And then when Rodgers is in, if they back off a little bit to play the pass, okay, run some more.
You might see an odd Wildcat, but you're not going to see that consistent. You'll see it once or twice, maybe. Look, anything run related, I'll be happy to see because it seems so clear. You let your starting left tackle is under speed. You're facing the worst rush defense, or one of the worst rush defenses in the league. You know, your quarterback's got a broken left wrist. Run the fucking ball with your best runner, preferably. And then let everything go from there. Then you can start doing play actions, throwing on first down. I love that idea. Catching the Bills off guard a little bit.
They ran the jet sweep to DK a couple of times. I don't necessarily want to see a bunch of jet sweeps, but if you told me DK would motion into the backfield and they'd RPO with DK, I don't hate that idea, especially if it's a DK's out wide, Gainwell's in a wildcat, drop DK back there next to Warren. Good luck. You RPO and you overcommit to Warren and Gainwell, they pitch it to DK and see ya.
Manufacturing touches for DK should have been done 6 weeks ago. I mean, 8 weeks ago.
One.
Yeah. This is something they should have been doing from the jump. That's another guy. You got two really dynamic guys. You got DK Metcalf and you've got Jalen Warren. Get them the ball. Get them the fucking ball.
And
that's the only thing Arthur Smith is thinking about. How do I get those two guys involved?
Maybe consider looking 10 yards down the field at the number 10 who's wide open on a lot of plays.
I texted Trent at one point. Watching the All-22, I'm starting to agree that he's getting open.
I've been telling you guys that for 6 weeks now.
Now, step 2 is getting him the fucking ball somehow because
throw the ball to him when he's wide open. No,
I mean,
I don't understand it.
Even Mason, was in the game, didn't look at him either. So I don't know what the hell's going on.
No, the one play he did try to throw to me, he threw it like 5 yards into the fucking stands.
On that point, and Korab just joined, so that he's going to love this. If Aaron should go down for some reason, do you go straight? You got to go straight to Will Howard, right?
Yes.
What's the point of bringing Mason back out there and repeating that performance?
You know what? I said Wildcat. I would not mind a package of plays for Will Howard as RPOs.
You could run true RPO with him because that boy can move. He can run.
If something happens to Aaron, they got to go to Will. Mason Rudolph, that's done.
Yeah, but you know what's going to happen is he's going to be the emergency quarterback, and then he's not going to be able to play unless Mason gets hurt too.
That's true.
That's going to be the issue.
I didn't think of that.
There is one exception to that: an emergency quarterback. If you roster him, meaning
then he's not the emergency quarterback. He's just a regular. Yeah.
As the third quarterback, not the emergency quarterback.
Yeah. But I don't think they'll do that.
They don't tend to do that.
But if you go to Will Howard in that scenario, if it's 1, 2, 3, and you go to the third string, you cannot go to anybody else unless Will Howard gets hurt. That's the drawback to the third string.
Yeah.
Even Cower would design a package. What do you mean even Cower? Cower would definitely have a package
for sure.
Howard.
I mean, they didn't do it with Justin Fields last year. When he was rotting on the bench, give him plays that, try to manufacture touches for him. They're not going to do it for Will Howard. I screamed about that all last season.
Can I just say, Cower, come out of retirement for half a season and coach Justin Fields would be box office.
Yeah.
Because what he would draw up for that guy would be lights out nuts.
But
Cower did what coaches are supposed to do, unlike Tomlin. Hey, I'm going to go hire a real fucking offensive coordinator, and I'm going to let the offensive coordinator run the offense.
100%.
Cower was Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell's cut from the same exact cloth as Cower was. But go run the offense.
The rumor has always been, and he was you're right, one of the best coaches of coaches ever, who learned under another great coach of coaches. We disparaged him earlier. Marty Schottenheimer got a lot of people jobs in the NFL and has a really good coaching tree. But Cower drew up the trick plays. And Cower loved the trick plays. Think about the Steelers back then. It seemed like they ran one every game. It wasn't every game, but they ran a lot of trick plays.
Yeah, for sure.
Super Bowl onside kick was took huge stones to do that.
Randall L. against the Cowboys. To Hines.
Yeah, that's another one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So back to the offense. Run. That's all I can say. And hope for the best.
Okay. What did you guys think about that fourth down call? Because I have thoughts.
I don't think Dan Campbell.
You talking about the Steelers fourth down?
No. Campbell's talking about he doesn't know when to go for the fourth down in that game yesterday.
You're down.
They were on the 29 yard line or so, roughly 20. They were down. They were close.
No, they were inside the 25. It was like the 20.
Inside the 25.
It would have been basically a 40-yard field goal.
And he went for it on fourth down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were down 10.
4th and 2.
Campbell always goes for it on fourth down. That's what he does. I mean, I don't remember that specific play, but he goes for it on fourth down more than I think most coaches in the league.
Yeah. So here was my take on this thing, though. Like, so as soon as that fourth down failed, just one Dan Campbell slander after another from everybody that I follow, basically. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, I'm like, but why? He does a rollout with Jared Goff. It was the cleanest throwing lane you're ever going to see because there's no one out there.
Yeah,
Jameson Williams is coming wide open across the field on that crossing route. I mean, he basically runs that like shallow drag route.
Yep.
The DB is nowhere near him. He's 2 yards beat. There was no way that dude was going to make a play. And Goff just threw the ball behind Williams. If the ball is out in front, not only is it a first down, but Williams is turning upfield, and he's going to make some yardage out of that.
He's going to score. He's going to score on that play.
It was a beautifully designed play.
Yeah.
Everything was lining up perfectly. Goff missed the throw.
Yep.
That's not a bad fourth down call to me. That's just execution didn't work.
But you got to look at the situation from a game perspective. You got about 8 minutes to go. You got 2, maybe 3 possessions left. You're down 10 points. It's 4th and 3, and I get it. But at the same time, you got to get the field goal at some point. Take the points. Get the points. This is what San Francisco, and people still defend him. Oh, it was the right play because if the guy hadn't dropped it. Bottom line is the guy did fucking drop it. And you go up 3 scores halfway through the third quarter to go to the Super Bowl, okay? 17 points is radically different than 14 points. It changes the game. There are times you want to go for it, Mr. Analytics, knock yourself out. But there are times when taking the points is the right play.
I just felt like if you're that close, and you needed 10.
Yeah.
And you had the Packers going up and down the field on your defense all day. I mean, let's be honest. Jordan Love was owning their defense. That was your chance to get the 7 of the 10 back and then live with the fact that the Packers are probably scoring again in some capacity. So, yeah, you might get the 3 and draw it to 7. Well, what if they go down and score the touchdown? Now you're just down 14.
Yeah.
I was fine with the call. I think I was the only one that I saw on X that day fine with the call. Like,
I didn't have a problem with it either. Well, because unlike Tomlin, Campbell's consistent. He goes for it on fourth down. That's his thing. So you know what to expect. You know they're going to do it. And they're pretty good at it, too. They're pretty damn good at it.
No, actually, they're not. They've been really bad. They just cost them multiple games this year. Multiple games.
I haven't watched them that closely, but I just feel like they've always gone for it on fourth down and been pretty successful.
Yeah. Sorry, I sidetracked us on that one.
It's maddening with Mike Tomlin because he'll go for it once and then he won't go for it for a month on fourth down. Then he'll do it again, and his game situation changes with the underwear he's wearing that day. It's just he's so inconsistent. He never gets the odds in his favor because he's all over the board.
Yeah,
it drives me crazy.
The refs fuck everybody constantly. Yeah,
that game was pretty poorly called.
Yeah. I heard somebody on the radio this morning talking about the old Chuck Noll quote that say, if you let this game stay close, the referees are going to act like referees at some point in the game. And if it's close, you're going to lose.
Yeah.
Bob, to your point, you're right. I just did a quick Google search. The Lions are at 52% on fourth down, which is down from 67% last year on fourth down. So it's not working quite as well for them this year as it has in the past. But
because everybody's prepped for it.
I'd take it over 0% for Mike Tomlin. He went for his first fourth down of the season last week, so not literally, but I'm just joking. I'm being a little bit of an asshole right now, but it feels like he goes for a fourth down about 3 times a season, and we saw a couple of them now.
Well, we all know what I think is the most unstoppable play in football, and Tomlin doesn't have the guts to run it. Is Austin takes the snap, Washington picks him up, throws him as far as he can.
On that note, we're running a little long, so let's go to power rankings.
Yes.
You got it ready, Bobby?
Oh, I don't. Hold on. Give me a second. I can grab it though.
I'll tell you what, it's kind of funny watching Darnell Washington in the tush push behind Connor Hayward, though, because Connor's, I mean, he's got to be 240, and Darnell just kind of throws his ass over the pile half the time, too.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, that's the play that's built for Will Howard. Will Howard is our tush push guy.
Yeah,
for sure.
True too. Mm-hmm. All right, this week we have the Los Angeles Rams, number 1 overall. I don't think anybody debates that anymore. Patriots 2, Broncos 3, 49ers 4, Eagles 5, Seahawks 6, and the Indianapolis Colts 7. I just like to say I voted for the Bears, and they definitely belong on this list after today.
You could also make an argument that Philadelphia doesn't deserve to be on this list at this point, the way that they're playing.
Yeah, I mean,
I doubt they'll get as many votes as they got this week.
I have a feeling you're right.
I also I would not be shocked to see the bottom 3 be completely different next week.
It could be.
Yeah.
Because Colts got the Texans. The Seahawks will probably win. And the Eagles lost. So. And let's face it, 49ers got to come east to play the Browns. That's not going to be an easy task either. Top 3, though, got pretty easy games, though.
I can see the Rams staying number 1 for the rest of the season for us. They're really good. They're just really good. They got a great coach. They got a really good team. The Patriots have a freaking easy schedule the rest of the way. They could stay in the top 2 the rest of the year, too. Their schedule's super easy.
Denver's isn't exactly daunting.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, there's a team not on this list. I did vote for them this week, so I will tout that I was the first one to vote them into the top 7. The Houston Texans are coming fast. If C.J. Stroud can find any semblance of his rookie year, the Texans might win out. That
Texans
defense is. I think that defense is better than Denver's defense because they got 2 great corners.
Yeah, they have one.
They got 2 good edge rushers too.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
it's a good defense.
Very good edge rushers.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you on the Texans. They could. They're going to make some noise down the stretch here for sure.
I put the Packers at 7 on mine, and I'll tell you what, if Jordan Love finds some consistency,
yes,
that's another team that can catch fire and just start headhunting teams.
Mm-hmm.
Micah Parsons was playing really well. I don't know why it might be gone for the season. I didn't see any injury designation after that. Right? Yeah, that didn't look good. But I mean, he didn't play against the Steelers, and their defensive front still looked pretty damn good. So I don't know. They got a nice team.
At this point, I almost think the AFC South is a lock to get 3 teams in. The Jaguar schedule is a joke. They're 7-4 already. The Colts got up to such a fast start, although I think they might slip to 3rd in the division because they got to play the Jaguars and the Texans twice.
Did you see Vaughn's comment
about
right here on the screen?
Have you watched Nobody's Winning Out?
Yeah.
Texans got all their bullshit out of the way early, though.
Yeah.
They were showing the Bengals schedule. Don't sleep on them. Although their defense is so bad, probably not. But
the Bengals,
they ain't winning out.
Yeah. This schedule is pretty weak down the stretch too.
But their next 2 are they got to go to Buffalo.
Yeah, that was the one. The Buffalo.
And then they got the Ravens. So if they can get past that, then it's a joke the rest of the way.
Yeah. All right.
Anything could happen.
True. They almost made it last year. They're in almost the exact same position. As crazy as it sounds. Ready to do legendary NFL picks?
Let's
Yep.
go for it.
All right, I got to read these off of DK because someone in this room forgot to post the picks on the thing. This guy right here.
All right.
All
then.
right. Oh, we got the standings. I don't know if I want to see this.
No, we do not have the standings. The standings we were all great last week. That's all you need to know.
I don't want to see the standings from last week.
Yeah.
All right, the Houston Texans are on the road. They're going to Indianapolis. They're getting 3.5 points from the Colts.
Oh, I'm taking that.
Ooh, I think I'm taking the Texans.
I'm taking the Texans right now. They're playing really well. The whole injury stuff coming out from Daniel Jones kind of scares me, especially against that defense.
Yeah.
If Daniel Jones becomes immobile again, it's another guy. We talk about Lamar Jackson, but people forget how mobile he really is as a quarterback. That defense can get after him with no fear of his run game. Yeah, I'm not just taking the points. I think Houston pulls this thing out in Indy.
I do think this will be a close game, but Texans getting 3.5. No,
Yeah, that's
I'm
crazy.
all over the Texans.
I mean, I get it's in Indianapolis, so I guess Vegas is saying they're pretty even, and if it was in neutral field, it would be. But I like the Texans in this one too. Von asks Burrow the best quarterback. I've always liked Joe Burrow.
Of what, the IR list?
That's the problem. That's what his next comment was, if not for the injuries.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't even pay attention to that.
I've always liked Joe Burrow a lot. I think he's top 3 when he's healthy.
Yeah, for sure.
When healthy.
For sure.
right.
I do love Burrow.
Yeah, it's how do you not? San Francisco 49ers are traveling to Cleveland to play the Browns. The Browns are getting 4.5 at home. How many fucking sacks is Myles Garrett going to have this season?
30.
Yeah.
It's looking that way.
It makes me sick, but
what's he had? He's had like 14 and a half in like
3 games.
3 games.
Yeah, I think it's 3 games he's had.
It's absurd.
Mhm.
That's absurd. Having said all of that,
yeah. I'm taking
he's
the
not
49ers in this.
he's not playing a scrub this week.
Yeah.
He's got Trent Williams.
Oh, yeah.
He ain't getting a fucking sack this time. Trent Williams doesn't give up sacks. I'm taking the 49ers.
Yeah, me too. I'm taking the 49ers.
The 49ers coming east are not very good usually. They struggled with Carolina early in the year when they came east. I think Shador gets it going. I like 49ers to win, but by a field goal. I'm taking the Browns.
All right.
Shador gets it going, Bobby. All right, let's go. That's your guy. Standing by him.
Their defense is not very good.
Ooh, San Francisco's?
Yeah. It's the walking wounded.
Yeah,
Well, Cleveland's offense isn't very good.
Yeah. Vaughn makes a good point. All of a sudden, no one's counting pressures anymore.
No.
All of a sudden, imagine that. Myles Garrett's getting sacks. Now that's the most important thing. Imagine. All right, the Los Angeles Rams are traveling to Carolina. Boy, they're giving Carolina 10 points. That's a lot of points to go cross country. Carolina's not very good.
They keep winning at home.
I know.
I mean, all of us just picked the Rams as the top team.
Yeah.
But Carolina keeps winning these games they have no business winning at home.
Mm-hmm.
I will tell you that one of us who's picking remotely took the Panthers and the points.
Korob's got Mickey Mouse in his ears or something. I don't know.
I'm half tempted to be on board with them.
I'm taking the Rams. I can't do it. I'm having a rough season gambling, though, so don't go by what I say. I'm having a rough year. I think I went did I go 0 for 3 yesterday, Bob? I think I did.
You did. You're 0 for 4.
Yeah, because I took.
I'm 1 and 3. I got the
Oh, my
Bengals.
God.
And Trent's 2 and 2. He got the Packers and the Cowboys.
Oh,
I-
4 this week.
Hmm.
But luckily, Corb is right with you at 0 and 4. Andy took the Panthers. You took the Rams. That's where you separate. This is where
Thank
you
God.
get. This is where you make up ground.
Thanks, Dave.
I feel like I'm having a mental breakdown right now, but I'm taking the Panthers. Because it makes no sense to in my head, except for whatever this bullshit is with their home field advantage actually works in their favor.
I don't
It's
like
the 10 points.
I don't like 10. If this were 7, I would definitely not even think about it. But the last time the Panthers were a big underdog at home was the Buffalo Bills, who proceeded to put up 88 points on them. So give me the Rams.
All right. The Jacksonville Jaguars are traveling to Tennessee to play the Titans. They're giving the Titans 6 points. At some point, the Titans pack it in, right? Start thinking about next year and start getting blown out in these games. I'm taking the Jags.
Jags historically struggle at Tennessee. But the Jags have done a lot of things out of character this year, so I'm taking the Jags.
I think I got to take the Jags in this one too. Just there's no belief in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Well, except for Mr. Cora.
He took the
He went to
Titans.
Tennessee.
He took the Titans and the points. Divisional game, I'm guessing.
Wow.
Interesting.
Dave, thank you. Thank you, Davey.
He
He might
must
go
have
0-16 this year.
He must have saw that. He must have saw that one Cam Ward throw from last week and said, "Yep, that's the one."
Oof. The Arizona Cardinals are coming all the way across country. They're going to Tampa Bay to play the Buccaneers. They're getting only 4.5. Is Baker in? Baker's in this game, right? He's not hurt, is he?
I
Baker's
think he's playing. Hold on, let me double check.
As far as I know,
did
he's
he get-
playing.
Did he get hurt in the last game? I thought
He
I
did
thought I
get
remember.
hurt in the last game.
That's going to be
I don't think-
important. 'cause-
I don't think it matters if he plays.
He's got a shoulder
Who's the-
sprain in his left shoulder, non-throwing shoulder.
Okay. I don't even know
I'm
who
taking-
the backup is.
He's looking to. He's probable. Well, not probable. He's questionable, but
Yeah.
everybody's thinking he's going to play.
Who's the backup at Tampa Bay? Does anybody know? I can look it up real quick.
Could be Will Howard.
Howard.
I'm going to take Tampa in this game.
I'm taking Tampa too. I just think the Cardinals had a little magic there with Brissett, but that's kind of gone.
Yeah, it's
Their backup is Teddy Bridgewater. Teddy.
Teddy?
Bridgewater.
Oh yeah, they're winning.
Teddy Two Gloves.
Coming straight off his what five figure fine for the whole high school football thing.
Yeah. You
that's right.
guys want to give Vaughn
Yeah.
a quick answer? No explanation. CJ
Dante
Carr.
Moore. Are we talking draft eligible?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
I
Or just
took it. I
overall.
took it as draft eligible. If it's draft eligible, it's Dante Moore. If it's not draft eligible,
I don't even know what you're saying.
I'm
Saying-
on it.
saying-
I'm on it. Julian's saying. I'm just telling y'all. He's a fucking
Draft
different
eligible,
level.
I'll say Fernando Mendoza, CJ Carr otherwise.
Yeah, I think I would say Mendoza draft eligible. I don't know who I'd say for overall. All right, everyone took Tampa, right, on that?
Yes.
Yes.
The New Orleans Saints are traveling to Miami to play the Dolphins. The Saints are getting 5.5 points. Who fucking knows in this game? Who cares? And who knows?
Dolphins technically alive
I was just
for
going
a
to say that.
playoff.
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna take the Dolphins. The
Yeah,
Saints
I'll take
just
Miami.
suck. They just suck. I don't know what to
Yeah.
say about that.
I'm going to take
Miami
the
at
best
home.
player in the game, given any change.
Yeah. All right, the Atlanta Falcons are traveling to New York to play the Jets. The Jets are getting 2.5 points at home. This game's horrendous.
I'm taking Bijan.
Yeah.
Bijan and Drake London. He's playing in this one, right? He was there 2 weeks ago, I think.
Didn't
I'm gonna
play
take
last week.
I'm gonna take the Jets.
I
Take the
am.
Jets.
I'm going to go with you here. I actually Jets at home are pretty tough actually against a shitty team. So yeah,
I'm going back to basics. When in doubt, take the home team. That's all I got left, guys. That's all I got left.
The home dog too.
Yep. The Minnesota Vikings are traveling to Seattle to play the Seahawks. They're getting 11.5 points. They're on their third string quarterback.
It might be better than their first string quarterback.
Yeah, it could possibly be. Brosmer, I guess, is going to start this game. Seahawks. Big.
The Minnesota kid is starting for his hometown team, Minnesota.
Yeah, it don't matter. Seattle's winning this game.
Yeah, no, it's still not going to matter. I'm taking the Seahawks too. Although I think the spread might be bigger if JJ was playing. There's at least one pick six in there that they're not accounting for.
Oh, I forgot to do Smooth Jimmy earlier, by the way. My lock is Texans.
Your lock is Texans? I haven't even thought about it. I got one coming up.
I'm probably with you.
Little shine off KOC the last couple weeks, huh? The way that he's globbed on to JJ McCarthy and he hasn't been able to get him to play even remotely good.
Yeah.
I still love KOC, but
JJ is just that bad. I've been telling you guys. Nobody wants to listen to me. I'm the lowly Buckeye fan over here.
James Winston, Minnesota.
He would be, actually.
That would be
fun.
Bob,
did you pick this game?
Anybody going to take the Vikings? I was until they said Brosmer. I was going to lay the points with or take the points with JJ. Can't do it with Brosmer. I think it's disrespectful to a Brian Flores defense, but this game is literally, to me, going to be 16-3.
I'll just say this. I bet you Brosmer has the offense moving better than JJ McCarthy. He's an accurate quarterback. He fell where he fell for a reason, but he's an accurate quarterback. And KOC seems to work magic with some of these guys.
All right, the Las Vegas Raiders are traveling to the Chargers, and they're getting 8.5 points. This one is my
Smooth Jimmy's lock of the week.
The Raiders are a dumpster fire. They just fired Chip Kelly because he was calling plays that weren't in the playbook. What a terrible organization. Chargers are like
Chip Kelly. Quit hiring that dude in the NFL. He's great in college. Just let him stay in college.
What a disaster.
This is the Chargers by a mile.
The Chargers disrespected the terrible towel. The Chargers will lose this game. I'm taking the Raiders, but Brock Bowers is putting up a huge week this week.
Who's throwing in the ball?
Yeah.
For the Raiders?
Yeah.
Ashton Genty.
The guy called Butterball half the offseason.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, his arm is all ready for Thanksgiving. He's greased up and ready to throw.
Oh, God.
Sunday Night Football. The Denver Broncos are traveling to Washington to play the Commanders. The Commanders are getting 5.5 points at home.
They're going to need all 5.5.
Jaden Daniels out. Terry McLaurin in.
Oh, if Jaden Daniels is out, Denver's routing this game.
Yeah,
this
that's what I'm
been
saying.
My Smooth Jimmy of the week too.
Yeah,
Denver big in this game.
I think this is definitely a Denver crushing.
Yeah, I think
Washington
Broncos. Yeah, everybody's Broncos across the board here.
Yeah. Monday Night Football. The New York Giants are traveling to New England to play the Patriots. The Giants are getting 7.5. Patriots. Easy.
Smooth Jimmy's lock of the week.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm gonna take the lock of the week here with the Patriots rolling the Giants. I know your boy's playing. in this one, but they said Dart's starting, right?
Yeah,
is Dart starting?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, Dart's starting.
I thought Dart's it was Winston.
Dart's gonna be very upset.
Yeah, it's a bad spot to put him in. He's been out with 3 weeks with a concussion. You put him. Are they trying to get him killed? Are they actively working against my man Jackson Dart? You put him in New England on Monday Night Football? What the?
Hold on. What's Vaughn breaking here?
I don't know, Vaughn. You got to be more specific.
Breaking Steelers news. We're wearing the color rush.
Is that what it is?
No, I don't know. I'm waiting for the breaking news here.
I don't see anything on X.
But while we wait, I am taking the Giants to cover. 7.5 is the wrong number. If it's a 7, I take the Pats on a push. I think the Giants keep it within a touchdown. Jackson Dart will, take another step towards being chunked from the Goonies, but he will be healthy enough in this game to RPO his way to a couple touchdowns.
All right, and that brings us to the game of the week. The Buffalo Bills are traveling to Pittsburgh to play the Steelers. The Steelers are 3-point underdogs at home.
I thought it was 3.5.
I got 3 right here live on.
Okay, Corbin had
DraftKings.
3.5 earlier, so let's adjust him.
Who wants to go first on this one?
I'll lead us off.
Cool.
All right. So we all know 3 of the 4 starting tackles are missing this week.
It's crazy.
This thing could get a little bit interesting. Josh Allen has not been MVP Josh Allen because the receiving core has not been anything to really write him about. James Cook is a damn good player. He might be one of the top 7 running backs in the NFL. He's explosive. However, we just shut down the Chicago Bears run game and let Caleb Williams light us up on the back end. So, of course, we're going to course correct in this game, and we're going to make sure Josh Allen cannot throw the ball, and James Cook is going to run all over the fucking field. The problem is we're going to try to do the same goddamn thing. This is going to be a 17-14 game, and Pittsburgh's going to win by some ugly-ass turnover that ends up putting us in a scoring position, and Boz is going to get a field goal late in the game. I think the Steelers pull this out because it's going to get really ugly and sloppy, and that's just our sweet spot. It's fucking terrible football.
It's a good point.
I'm all in.
Bob, what do you got?
I think Aaron Rodgers will throw early and be effective. I think we will be forced to run the ball for fear of his wrist, which plays to our advantage. I think Boz kicks 5 field goals, and we win this game due to a late sack fumble, 22-13.
Wait. Is your boy YA the sack fumble? Is the belly silly the reason we win this game?
No, but I think he will get a belly selly sack, but TJ or Herbig will get the sack, get the strip sack. 22-13.
All right, boys. The darkness has moved in. I don't see. Oh, is that your breaking news? Scoreless bounce back game?
So.
Oh, was he writing that to something that we said?
Scoreless bounce back game. I love it.
He's going to average 39.8 yards a punt this game.
I just said 5 field goals. He's going to hold the shit out of the ball for Bob.
I just think this Buffalo offense is too much. Even without their tackles, I think James Cook is too good. I think Josh Allen is too good. I'm not thoroughly convinced that Aaron Rodgers makes it through this whole game. I think we could see Mason Rudolph second half. It's going to be an ugly game. I'm sorry. I want to be optimistic, but this team's just, Josh Allen's just too good. I'm taking Buffalo 28-17. Bills comfortably win.
I think you're confusing Buffalo with a different version of Buffalo. So Buffalo lost to the Dolphins. Our offense wasn't so fucking good in that game. They lost to the Patriots.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Lost to the Chiefs. Aren't very good.
Chiefs are the Chiefs.
And bear in mind, got blown out by the Dolphins. and
They had
flat
that was a Thursday night
embarrassed.
game, though.
Flat embarrassed by the Texans.
I don't know, embarrassed. What was the final score of that game?
23-19, and they
not
sacked
embarrassed,
Josh
dude.
Allen
Yeah.
8 times.
They lost by 4 points, though. That's not embarrassed.
It was embarrassing. They gave up 8 sacks.
I do think we get a lot of sacks in this game. They're going to try to run quick game, but I think we adjust some of the stupidity from last week.
I think,
Not all of it.
unfortunately, they played the Texans last week, and they're going to correct the mistakes they made. And they're not going to let Josh Allen hold the ball as long. They're going to try to focus on that. Whereas Texans game, they just, they weren't prepared for that kind of result. So, yeah, I hope I'm wrong, because a win here.
If we run cover 2 in this game and stop the run, this could get ugly in our favor. That's going to be the interesting part, because if we can't run cover 2 because the run game starts taking off and you got to come out of cover 2, then Josh Allen gets free reign to kind of just roam wherever and throw the ball wherever, because we have been awful outside of cover 2.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows what Mike Tomlin's planning for this game? Who knows? Who knows?
Who cares?
He's probably going to come out, run a 5-2, and Josh Allen's going to go for like fucking 800 yards.
It makes a big difference, Bob, because they should have beaten the Bears last week. That team.
Well, in retrospect, yes, I agree. We should have beaten the Bears. We had that game won. We played stupidly. If they just listened to Trent on the War Room on Sunday morning, we would have won that game. But I'm telling you right now, that Bears loss doesn't look so bad today.
Oh,
They
except
ran
for the fact that
300 yards against the Eagles.
they had so many players out in that game. So many players out. That game should have
They
been.
had so many players out again today.
Yeah, but half that stuff was in game that they didn't have a chance to prepare for, too. I don't know.
That was the best defense in the NFL, I thought, until the Bears just flat embarrassed them.
Yeah, no, there's no doubt. No doubt. I mean, they gave up 281 rushing yards today.
They gave up
freaking insane.
150 by the middle of the first quarter. Or, middle of the first half.
That's
It's
crazy.
incredible. Incredible.
This NFL is almost completely unpredictable. You're right, Dave.
Yeah.
I'm going back to old school. I'm trying to pick the home dogs. I can't pass them by. Steelers are a home dog.
Yeah. I'm no gambling expert, but I've never done this bad. I've never done this bad. It's been not just on this legendary NFL picks, just trying to do a few bets on the side, but just taking a beating. It's awful.
It's almost like whatever your instinct tells you, just do the opposite.
Probably at this point.
Like,
'Cause
because the NFL's a shit show right now.
I was pretty confident in my Thanksgiving picks. I thought I was going to sweep it. And I didn't get one right.
I had a
Crazy.
5-leg parlay, which was perfect, right up until the point that the fucking Ravens didn't help hit the over. I mean, it was such an easy thing. All you got to do is score. I needed 5 points, 5 more points. I hit the over. I hit a 5-leg parlay. I would have been happy as hell.
Yeah, the Ravens receiver fumbled it just before he got into the end zone, too. that probably cost you.
Exactly. All I needed was one more score. Or
Gun to your head, who wins this division?
I think the Steelers win the division. Because this is ugly and bad. Every team that has huge flaws. Huge flaws. I don't think that the Bengals go to Buffalo and win. And that'll cost them. I think they win everything else on the schedule, but I think they lose to Buffalo in Buffalo next week, especially coming off a loss, back-to-back losses to the Texans and Steelers.
I'm going to say Cincinnati wins this division.
Oh,
If
dude.
Joe Burrow stays healthy all season.
They're not going to
That's
beat
the caveat.
Buffalo in Buffalo. Dude. They're not. They can't stop the run, and the Buffalo will crush them.
Yeah, but they can. That's a team that can put up 40 points and take you out of your run game real quick. They can jump on you, and you're not running anymore. You're going to have to pass every down to catch up to them.
Yeah, Buffalo will be able to just run every time.
We'll see.
There's no way the Bengals are winning this division. No way.
Okay.
They're not going 6-0 down the stretch.
Okay. We'll see. They went 6-0 down the stretch last year, right? Pretty
Or
much.
They have to go 5-0.
Yeah. So on Tuesday, I was kind of fucking around a little bit, and I said I think we sweep the Ravens and we go 4-2 down the stretch. And then Corbin kind of backed me into holding on to that notion. So because I already said it, he held me to it. So I'm gonna stick to it. I think we sweep the Ravens.
No, I don't.
Because Lamar is not Lamar.
No, you're right.
And if Lamar is not Lamar, then you just key on Henry, which is what every team is seeming to do right now. And the receiving core isn't as good, and the tight ends aren't playing as well because Lamar is struggling to do what he does best. The Ravens aren't the Ravens right now.
I think they split. Each
way. And I think the Shedeur magic wears off by the time we play the Browns again.
Yeah.
It wears off. It had to start to wear off.
Oh, the hype train started. He had one goddamn good throw, and everybody's like, oh, we found our QB1. You didn't find a fucking QB1. You found a fifth rounder who made one throw. I'm sorry.
And he's 1-0. He passed for 200 yards, touchdown, interception. Is he great? No, I never said he was going to be great. I said he'd be a top 15 to 20 type quarterback. I think he can be.
Of what, the second string?
No, I think.
But you know the scary thing is, I don't know if Shedeur is that. I don't think he is. But if they get that out of him, Cleveland's a very good football team because that's all they're missing is average quarterback play. Yeah, it's scary. And I'm going to get accused of glazing the Browns. But
yeah, they say hey, Jackson Dart is a little better than I thought he would be, mostly because the Giants have completely tailored their offense to what he does well. I think they're going to get the kid killed. He's going to play 5 seasons in the NFL, but give the kid credit. He's played pretty well when he's in the game. He's got a little moxie to him. He's not a very good quarterback, but he finds a way to win games. You know, Kenny Pickett won games in the NFL. Tim Tebow won games in the NFL. Jackson Dart's going to win some games in the NFL just until he breaks down.
I mean, I'm a Jackson Dart guy. I don't think he's going to be great either, but he's better than Kenny Pickett. Come on. Kenny Pickett's awful.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. But Kenny Pickett got, he won games in the NFL. He had
he won games to the Steelers.
They went from 2-8 to 9-8 that year. Or 2-7.
I had the same round grade on both guys, and I actually comped Jackson Dart to Kenny Pickett. I did say he's got a better arm.
That's blasphemy.
I don't think it's going to turn out to be blasphemy.
I think his hands are marginally bigger. Look, I will say this. I don't think Dart. I don't think it's going to be okay. He gets exposed. There will be some of that. The Giants are running a college RPO offense. That kid is not an NFL RPO quarterback. It's going to work until he gets another concussion and then another concussion, and then he's chunked from the Goonies. That's it. Him and Scatabo are going to be in the same nursing home in 5 years.
I'll tell you this, though. I will say this. I am not a Jackson Dart guy, but let's see what he looks like with Malik Neighbors.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because he had what do you have? Did he have one game with Neighbors?
He got Neighbors.
Or was Neighbors already out?
Neighbors might have been out already.
I can't remember. I can't remember if Neighbors was already out. It was close. They were in the same time frame.
Russell Wilson might have actually got him killed.
Yeah,
I think you're right. I think it was before Jackson Dart.
Hopefully they get a solid coach for him too. I mean, Dayball's a good offensive guy, but he's a lunatic on the sideline. He's not a good coach, not a good head coach.
I know a guy who would take a call from the Giants if they want to give up a first-round pick.
I'm driving that motherfucker to New York if that deal goes through.
What are you talking about, Harbaugh from the Ravens?
No, Mike.
Art Rudy ain't taking that fucking call.
They're boys, though. They're buddies, so you never know. There's a little hope in my soul somewhere way down that this might actually happen. All right, guys. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I firmly believe if they stood on an auction block right now, the Steelers, and just said, hey, Mike Tomlin, first round going once, going twice. Okay, Mike Tomlin, second round going once, going twice.
You're dead wrong on this one. They would give, there's multiple teams that would give up first round picks with Mike Tomlin. Multiple.
Once the star sinks, it sinks.
There's probably 4 teams or more that would it would definitely be in consideration.
I mean, he still hasn't had a losing season, Bob. Nothing's changed from last year to this year. They're still winning.
Did not see Colin Cowherd's breakdown of the non-losing season thing.
I
I don't like Colin Cowherd, but I really thought that was well
I'm
done.
sorry. Are we talking about the same guy who's basically exactly like what Filipponi? Is he going to pierce his nipples too on there and
Did you guys ever
bagels
see
tattoos on his ass?
Cowherd's been doing it nationally for 20 years, so
Did you ever see the Cowherd
he's just
trade?
as bad 20 years later as he was year one.
He's awful. He's awful. Did you see the trade he proposed the Steelers make to get Shedeur Sanders? Do you remember seeing that? He wanted to trade T.J. Watt, a first-round pick, another first-round pick
so you're
for
saying
Shedeur
he's wrong,
Sanders.
so you're saying he's wrong about Tomlin, that Tomlin is actually the non-losing season streak is really important. Doesn't matter that he hasn't won playoff games for 10 years.
I mean, he's not saying anything everybody in Pittsburgh has said for the last 10 years. No, we've all been saying that for a long time. It took him 10 years to figure it out. He's a fucking moron.
Well,
I'm just saying you don't listen to anything he says, whether it's right or wrong.
Yeah.
When somebody
it doesn't
comes on
matter.
a bandwagon, you don't kick them off.
Even a monk watches right twice a day. You know,
listen. You don't want that motherfucker on any bandwagon you're sitting on, Bob.
Yeah.
Okay, you just don't want him to be a part of it.
He's the worst. He is. He's the national pony.
He
He's
is
the national. You know.
I'd say Nick Wright is the national pony, but
yeah, he's up there too.
Nick Wright's smarter than them. He's doing it as an act. I think Colin Cowherd really thinks he's smart, and he's not. I think Nick Wright tries to be a little.
Nick Wright tries to use too much PFF.
Yeah.
All I can say. Hey, one last thing. Anybody see the dumbass rumor with that Dulac shot down Orlovsky to the Steelers? That there's interest there, and Dulac.
Yeah, that was stupid.
This is why you don't listen to the national media.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Vaughn asked, and I was going to bring it up, but if pie in the sky, Tomlin's gone after this year, is there a guy you guys have in mind that you'd like to see him? We'll dive deeper in this maybe after the season's over, but is there a guy that you would like to be in?
He's coaching in Seattle right now.
I think Trent and I are in agreement on the name.
Kubiak guys over here.
Clint Kubiak, bring an actual NFL offense to Pittsburgh for the love of fucking God.
I've kind of fallen in love with Dan Lanning a little bit. He relates
Dan
to
Lanning.
players.
You ain't pulling him out of Oregon, dude.
For the Steelers job?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I think
he's got
the Steelers job.
He's got an unlimited payroll in NIL right now.
No, he does.
Nike owns Oregon. Nike has every. They've
jobs that you don't
players left and left. I don't know, man.
There's a few jobs in the NFL you don't turn down, and Steelers.
I'll give you a dark horse. Steelers have not hired a non-defensive coordinator going back 5 coaches now, which is a long fucking time. Don't be shocked if Brian Flores doesn't get offered this job if Tomlin goes.
I mean, it's Tomlin all over again. Defensive coach who doesn't know anything about offense. You know, the reason he got fired in Miami is he couldn't hire an offensive coordinator worth of shit. He kept failing on the offensive side of the ball.
I'm not saying I would do it, but the Steelers love defensive coordinators.
Dan Lanning, defensive guy. Good, and just listen to some of his halftime speeches and stuff like that. He gets it.
Yeah.
I win. Vaughn agrees with me.
Nah, I don't know. I don't know. I can't put anything past Rooney, so I won't rule it out completely. But I would be disappointed if it was.
It would be hilarious if Rooney interviewed him and said, "Okay, Brian, we know about the lawsuit. We're going to hire you. You have to hire Mike McDaniel as your offensive coordinator."
I was just going to say Dan Lanning with Mike McDaniel as offensive coordinator, and I'm tap dancing down the street.
I can't get behind a college coach taking the Steelers job.
He worked for Saban. He worked for the Georgia coach.
Great college coaches.
Took that Oregon job and ran with it. Now they're a national powerhouse. They were
a great college coach.
Really,
doesn't know shit about the NFL.
No, but it's not that much different. I mean, I know
that much different.
Jimmy Johnson never coached an NFL team either until he took over.
Congratulations. You just named one of the 3 college coaches in NFL history who won Super Bowl and a
It can
national
happen.
championship.
It can happen.
Pete Carroll and Barry Switzer.
Barry Switzer was that Oklahoma team.
Barry
You really want Barry
Switzer.
Switzer?
No, Barry Switzer rode Jimmy Johnson's fucking team to the Super Bowl.
But he did win.
That's fact. That's fact. Freeman wanted to kill him. Because
Yeah,
he was
but
such a
I'm
bad
just
coach.
saying, only 3 college coaches have ever done both. Ever.
If you hired a college coach, it's not coming from a powerhouse like Oregon.
I just don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how
Look,
you guys
I'd
don't
have to
think
say-
if the Pittsburgh Steelers came calling, Dan Lanning's going to say, "No, I'm going to stay in Oregon."
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
gonna
I
say
don't buy
no.
it. I don't buy it.
Just like
They
I
have
think Marcus Freeman
Unlimited
would say no.
resources and unlimited money. They would pay him more than the Steelers would to be head coach.
Yeah.
In college.
I know
The
Pony
chance to get a
beats
pro
the drum
job.
for- Pony beats the drum for Marcus Freeman from Notre Dame. That ain't fucking happening either.
I don't want Freeman.
Mm.
I'm not that impressed with him.
I'd take Marcus Freeman in a heartbeat.
I don't want a college coach. I do not want a college coach because then, although it would break us of the cycle of keeping coaches for 20 years because a college coach would flame out in 3.
You can't say that in absolutes. I mean, we don't
Yeah.
know that. Lanning's
Okay.
a good coach.
Okay, name me the last college coach that didn't flame out in 3.
This is like your argument about quarterbacks in colleges. It's not. It doesn't happen until it happens.
Refute it. Refute it. Name me.
I just gave you
college
Jimmy
coach.
Johnson. I just gave you one.
Okay, the one
You
guy,
said name one, I
one of
did.
3 guys who won the Super Bowl. How about Steve Spurrier?
I didn't even have to win a
He's
Super
pretty good
Bowl.
college coach. How
You don't
about
have to
Nick
win a Super Bowl to be
Saban?
successful.
How about Nick Saban?
Nick Saban
Maybe
wasn't
the greatest
terrible.
college coach of all time, flamed out big time in the NFL.
That was before Nick Saban was Nick Saban, and then that was before Alabama.
He also
It's
flamed
after
out.
he won a national championship at LSU.
Yeah, but he wasn't the guy he ended up being. And we can go into the whole. He had the Saints quarterback, and the fucking medical staff failed his physical and all that
Freeman's
crap.
never won anything. Dan Lanning hasn't won anything.
No,
Marcus
I don't
Freeman getting to the national championship in year 2, though.
Yeah, I'm a Notre
Come on-
Dame
come
fan.
on.
I give him credit for getting there, but I mean, Notre Dame.
thought you were a Notre Dame guy.
With Riley fucking Leonard as your quarterback, you're saying that dude didn't overachieve with that team that had what? Did they have a 2nd round pick in that
Yeah,
draft?
but-
Because they didn't have a 1st round pick.
do we even remember who they played in the playoffs? Didn't they get a couple of chumps? Didn't they get Boise State?
They got Boise State. Yeah, they definitely.
They
Well,
had
they
a
got
they had
Penn
a,
State.
they had a
They beat-
cupcake walk.
They beat Penn State thanks to Drew Aller peeing down his leg.
Yeah, they beat James Franklin, who chokes in every playoff he has ever
Yeah.
been in, and then they beat Boise State to go to national. I'm not that impressed with that. I'm really not.
Freeman's a good defensive.
He's okay. He's an okay coach. He's an okay
Yeah,
coach. I wouldn't.
but he-
I wouldn't.
No, I mean if it's a wish list, it's Clint Kubiak because he's a guy who can tap into a network of really good defensive coordinators. Maybe even a guy who could pry Fangio out of Philly. Could you imagine Fangio coordinating the Steelers defense? That would be sick.
I would just rather somebody be coordinating the Steelers' fucking offense.
Yeah.
I
mean-
just want to see us move the ball from 20 to 20.
You could. Tell
I'd be
me
happy with that.
I wouldn't. I don't know how Kubiak is with players and stuff, and it's good to be a play caller. But we found out, like with Mike McDaniel, that shit doesn't work if you can't hold a room. And I don't know
Yeah.
what kind of guy Kubiak. To be
Well-
honest, I don't know what kind of guy Kubiak is.
Well,
Either way.
let's be honest. If McDaniel even wins half of his games down the stretch, and all of a sudden they're 8-9, 9-8, 10-7, fighting for the playoffs, is it a lock he gets fired? I don't think so.
It should be because that team's turned into a
Yeah, he
dumpster
lost
fire.
the team. He lost the team.
But if he gets it back and they make the playoffs,
Well,
or
then,
at
yeah.
least come close
then-
to
then-
make the playoffs,
If he makes the playoffs, he's not getting fired. But I don't know if he's not making the playoffs.
I think I'd still fire him because you can tell that the players have been frustrated with him.
Certain guys are just good at being OCs or DCs and not good at head coaches. And I think Mike McDaniel falls into that category. He's just not.
Yeah.
He's not a Dan
Fair.
Campbell. He's not a Mike. Even Mike Tomlin.
Bear in
Mike
mind-
Tomlin can hold a room.
Well,
And
I
listens
don't
to his
know.
press conferences at
Yeah,
times.
he's a fucking weirdo.
he can't even speak about anything that's going on. And you're like, so what is he saying to players that players are going to respond to?
I'd have to dig into Kubiak and see what kind of guy he is and how he speaks. And
one thing to bear in mind too, from a Fleury standpoint, going back to him for a second, Belichick was pretty miserable with the Browns. Went back, got another job, and with the Patriots, and that turned out pretty well. Fleury's second job could really turn out to be good.
I don't hate Flores. I don't, but it's like the Jackson Dart thing to the Steelers. My bar is higher.
Okay.
I want better than that.
We promote Arthur Smith. We hire McDaniels.
No.
And then get Flores to come back and coordinate the defense.
No, Arthur Smith is out. If Mike Tomlin's out, Arthur Smith is fucking going with him. And everybody else on this coaching staff.
Because somehow Kenneth Gainwell will still outsnap Jalen Warren.
There's a one redeemable coach on this team.
Look, you want Gainwell to not outsnap the lead running back? It's real simple. Draft Jeremiah Love.
Maybe the DB coach, because he's done a pretty good job with the DBs. The rest of them got to go. All right, guys, we've gone pretty long. Anything else before we get out of here? We're even talking about Mike Tomlin's successor. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving. War Room.
War Room's going to be at 11:30, not 11 o'clock on Sunday.
It's getting close to Christmas. Don't forget our store. We got the Hall of Fame Herbert T-shirts. We've got Uncle Aaron T-shirts. We've got all kinds of stuff. Get your loved one a Christmas present. Steelers Sanctuary.
Yep, hold on. I'll post the link. I posted it earlier.
Bob's going to post a link. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Apple, Spotify, YouTube, all your major outlets. We're there. Hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out a lot. Bob's going to put there it is.
Yep.
There's your link.
If you order now, it will definitely be there by Christmas. Actually, if you order all the way up to December 15th, I think the 15th is where gets a little dicey guaranteeing, but
all right.
Absolutely.
Don't forget to put your orders in now. Until next time.
Nothing says the holidays like a sanctuary.
Absolutely. Until next time, thanks for listening to the Steel Sanctuary Podcast.
Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.